Over 3.5 million confirmed cases and 2.5 lakh deaths have been reported across the world. COVID-19 that originated from China's Wuhan city has spread to as many as 210 countries and territories around the world. Hardly a dozen countries have reported no cases yet. The world's largest economy, the United States, has reported over 1 million cases, and fatalities have neared the 70,000 mark, with New York being the epicenter of the outbreak. About the one-third road of the total corona cases across the world has been reported in the US, and the country's deaths have crossed its Vietnam War toll. With the anti-lockdown protests taking place at North Carolina, USA struggles hard to win this fight against corona. Spain, one of the hardest hit countries in the pandemic, the coronavirus spread quickly and widely without being detected, especially among the elderly. With cases soaring past 2.5 lakh, the death toll in the country has crossed 25,000. Spain has the world's highest coronavirus death toll per capita after Belgium. Spain has announced a 4-phase plan to lift its stringent coronavirus lockdown and return to a new normality by the end of June. Italy was one of the first nations to be worst hit by the pandemic. With over 2 lakh cases, out of which close to half are still active cases, Italy's death toll is nearing the 30,000 mark. The toll dropped to its lowest level since March 17, but is highest after the US. The infection rate in Italy is slowing. The latest figures show positive cases increasing from the previous day by a little over 1%. 2 weeks ago, the rise was 7%. Italy is now planning to lift some lockdown restrictions a week ahead of schedule. It will allow factories and building sites to reopen from May 4th. France, back in January 24th, France saw its first case, in Bordeaux. The first 5 confirmed cases were all individuals who had recently arrived or returned from China. Now France has close to 1.7 lakh cases and 25,000 deaths linked to coronavirus. Non-essential shops and markets will open their doors again from the 11th of May, but not bars and restaurants. The cases in the United Kingdom are steadily nearing the 1.9 lakh mark, with over 28,000 fatalities. Even the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson fell prey to the virus, was critical and eventually recovered. Johnson said the country has now passed the peak of the disease and is on the downward slope.
1.25 million people have recovered from the coronavirus all over the world. Several countries are putting efforts to come out with a vaccine. In the 3 months since the COVID-19 pandemic started, scientists around the world have raced to create the first vaccine against it.